Oh yeah, by the way, I think I'm gonna put this in the beginning of the video because, you know, that's usually what people watch. But if you have any tips and ideas or tricks at all of like, hey Cade, you should do this, or Cade, do not do that, or Cade, you just fucked up that plane, just let me know in the comments, bro. Tell me, be like, yo Cade, you fucked up that plane bad by doing that, and I'll be like, thanks for letting me know. I will make sure not to do that in the future. Or be like, yo Cade, you should try this is a really good way to mount that motor, and I'll be like, okay, cool, thank you. But like, literally, if you have any tips, tricks, or any comments or concerns, please do it in the comments below, dude, because I have no idea what I'm doing, and I am straight winging it at this point. Like, I am straight winging it. But yeah, please feel free to comment below any tips and tricks you have, because I'm lost. And you might have clicked on this video because you're lost and you're trying to do the same thing at home. But if you are trying to rebuild a plane and convert it to electric from gas, this is not the video to watch. Do not watch this video. This is literally a video of me cutting a piece of wood and then talking about it for 20 minutes. So don't use this video as a reference, please. Alrighty, so this is a p51 Mustang that has been gifted to me by my pappy. And as you can tell, it's looking a little rough. I mean, just a little bit. I mean, practically brand new, just a little rough. But yeah, he said back in the day when him and my Uncle Troy were learning, they were starting to really get into the hobby. Uncle Troy always wanted a p51 Mustang. They saw this at a show. They didn't buy it. Next year at the same show, a different guy had it, and they bought it from him for like $15 or something like that. But they also bought many other planes, so they just never dealt with this one, and it just hung up in the shed for many's and many's and many's of years. Probably like 20, maybe 15, 20 years, something like that. Until this very moment, my pappy has brought it down, put it on my workbench, and this is how far we've gotten it so far. Okay, we are converting this to electric. I'm okay, let's just be honest here. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know how to build planes. I do not know how to restore planes. I do not know how to convert gas to electric or electric to gas. I do not know any of that. This is the very first that I'm ever working on a plane in general, okay? Let alone actually converting it. And Uncle and Pap are very busy people. They are very busy, very busy. So I decided to jump into this myself and get her going. And this is the engine that we will most likely be putting into it, but this is the same. I have multiple of the same size engine, so I'm just using this one as a I guess like setup. But I'm converting this to 4S. This is going to be a 4S flying plane. I've already measured it out. A 4S battery will fit in this compartment if I take out this center wall, which, as you can see, I've already cut out a center hole for the battery to sit in. But I have realized a slight problem. I can't get the battery in there because this is in the way, and I left that there as like for support so this doesn't squish in. But simply, I have to get rid of that. And everybody's gonna be like, oh, why don't you put the battery back here, Cade? Because you need more nose weight to make up for the loss of the gas engine. So therefore, you want the battery to be as close to the front as possible. Work out the balancing issues once we get it all fit up. So, with that being said, I've done all this hard work of getting that cut out perfectly, and I have to cut this out anyways. So I did put foam in there for the battery to rest on. But I have made this little wall. This is the backside right here, and it drops down. See the screw and that Sharpie mark right there. It needs to line up with those right behind them. If I can get her in there, come on now. There we go. Push her down in, and then put a level on that. Obviously, make sure she's sitting right. And then obviously we're going to have to trim this top. I just haven't gotten to that yet because, I do have a job. And I'm a busy man. But we got to trim that so that this, battery cover here can go over it. But we got to trim that down. And this was the spot for the exhaust to come out of the gas engine. We're going to have to fix that. I have to fix this crack. So I was thinking, just cut these off flush, right? Cut them off flush. And then put a new piece in there. Rather than trying to fit a piece to this rounded spot, just completely, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Or not completely stripping them off, but maybe just stripping off this rounded part and then like attaching it. I don't even know. But this is a little complicated. This is beyond my smartness. So that's why I'm waiting for Uncle Troy and Pap to give me some sort of knowledge on that. Don't know. Okay. But I do know that the battery needs to fit in there, and the only way to do that is cut this out. So I'm going to cut this out and then use this little piece that just so happens to be pretty much the same exact length. But it's going to be like a piece that oh, maybe it's a little longer than I expected. Oh, I was doing it back here. But I'm going to make it so that, all right, buddy. All right, you're pissing me off. But you see how it like tightly fits in there? I'm going to make it do that right there. So like I can pull it out, take my battery out, put a battery in, and push it back in to give it that support that it needs right there. That's kind of generally the plan. I don't know if it needs it or not, but like I said, I've never done this before, so we're going to try. Now, due to limited space here, I am not going to put any motor mounts behind this. I have space for my bearing and C-clamp right there. It's not going to rub. So I was just going to mount this straight to the wood and have it, be right there. And the prop chuck will go on there. I have a prop chuck in here. Prop chuck, see? Prop chuck, John. Prop chuck. And it will stick out yay far, whatever the heck. My glue! Dang it. Ugh. Getting too old for this crap. Alright. But, yeah, that's already my measurements done. I just need to, trim this. And then once it's trimmed, glue it in there, reinforce it because it is holding our motor that is pulling the plane. So I was thinking about, heavily gluing it on both sides and then putting like a screw right there and right there just to keep it from sliding forward. I don't know. I've never done this. I have never done this. Stop judging me. Oh, maybe I'll even drill a hole and like put a screw right through it right there. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've never done this. Okay? Calm your titties. All right? Calm them. Get a grasp and calm them. Okay? Calm them. But anyways, this canopy is a little bit cracked. It's kind of warped, lopsided, if you will. If you try and put it on the plane, as you can see, it is lopsided. There is no way to like square it up without it being lopsided. It's just, I don't know. So I'll probably try and figure out a new canopy situation. We'll have to fly canopy lists for a little while. I don't know. Maybe I'll find a new canopy by then. We're going to paint it silver. It's going to be dope. Very dope. But, I think what I'm going to attack today is just chopping this out. Because it is late. I do have doctor's appointment tomorrow at 10. So I don't want to be up till the middle of the night. I want to get my sleep. Maybe fly some in the morning before I go to my doctor's appointment. Why am I cutting my table? I don't know. Anyways, yeah. I'm going to cut this out real quick. Alrighty. As you can see, we got the cap on there. And that's what we're looking at. Now, as you can see, there is a gap right there. And I can assure you that is not my fault. So we can take this out. And there will still be that massive gap. That is, whoever built this first did not do a good job. That's what that is. Oh, sorry, I had it. Got to put it on that lip there. There we go. Yeah, there's the gap. There is a slight gap on this side as well. Who knows? I might rebuild this whole thing. Who knows? I don't know. But it looks like how they mounted it is they got these hooks in here, right? You see them hooks? And they got hooks down in there too. I think they put rubber bands on them hooks, and then to get it off, you just like lifted it up. You know what I mean? But like that just seems like a weird mounting thing. I don't know. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Like, I don't know. Like, how do you... I don't know. But anyways, this is what I've got so far. Make it look pretty for you there. Well, I didn't really do that good of a job. The X here that I scribed into it, the little plus mark, says that that's the front. So all I gotta do is just line her up. I'll remeasure it before I glue it, just to make sure my lines are correct. But as long as I put it right behind that line and right behind this screw, technically, that should be squared up. I don't know though. I'll recheck. It's been a while since I did that. But that's essentially how the plane's supposed to be. Now, I do plan on fixing this, but what if I were to just cut these off and leave it like that, and then maybe like put like a rubber band right here to hold this down? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm sure Uncle Troy would have a good idea. He's smart like that. So now the next thing is this motor going to just sit? And how is it going to sit? Okay, this is very annoying. But here's another thing I was saying. If I do this, right, how am I ever going to get the motor in and out of there? So my best guess was, so let's just see here. Let me line it up, make sure we're actually in the right spot. There we are. Okay, so I got the motor unmounted. I can pick it up and pull it out just like that. So I will have enough space to get the motors in and out as long as I have this size motor. Anything bigger or smaller than that, I'm gonna have to like cut this top off, which I don't want to do. But yeah, so I'm thinking about drilling like a hole for these wires to go through, which the wires are like the only not fun part about mounting this. But getting her in there and then sliding her in, and then boom, mount her right there, the motor right there. It'll be pretty freaking cool, man. I think it'll be nice. We just have to you know, make sure everything's squared up with the plane. Right now it looks decently square. Can't really see some wires. It looks decently square, but I actually have to put some measurements into it, make sure everything's good. Then I also have to drill the holes for the wires to go through, such and such, all that fun stuff. I want to make sure that I have the electric conversion complete before I go ahead and say, okay, now let's cosmetically fix the plane. Like this shiz here is not good. That's what that is. The wing is over here. Got no servos or electronics or wires or anything ran in this one at all. So we gotta do some wiring there. Something in it. So like I said, this is an old ass plane. I did wood fill that. There's a little crack. Wood filled these little chippies and wood filled that. Now I just gotta sand it. But right now we're working on this part of the plane. I'm gonna have to fill these little cracks. Everything about it. Obviously gonna have to put a little pilot in here for sure skis. But I'm thinking, because you want to keep your ESC cold, I have a little vent down here. I was thinking about putting the ESC, but see, I don't think it'll fit in there, to be honest with you. I do not think an ESC will fit in there. I'm gonna have to put it back here. But how's it gonna get its air? I'm gonna have to drill holes. I'm gonna have to drill holes for air to flow through, because you don't want your ESC to keep getting hot. You know what I mean? You don't want it to overheat. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to drill holes, man. Fuck it. Keep my battery cold and everything. But let's get a battery. Alright, so here is said battery. 4S300, 3,300 milliamps. And my general synopsis of the scenario is this. This is going to be really hard to do with one hand. But, and not messing up that wood. Right there is my battery compartment. That's how the battery will sit. And, I guess I was planning on putting the ESC somewhere in here. Probably won't fit there. Damn, where do I put this ESC? Like, this is a tight ass spot. Fuck. I wonder if I can take out this wall, another support. I wonder if I can take out this support and then just mount the ESC flat to this wall. But I just feel like it's not enough space. I'm going to be so honest with you. I just feel like it's not enough space. I mean, ESC is like, I feel like they're usually about like the size of this paper, a little bit smaller maybe. And then you got to think about the wires coming out of it, so it's not going to, I mean, this is a little bit big for an ESC. It might be, let's fold it down a little bit. I feel like we got the width right. And that furling, that looks pretty close to an ESC. Where am I going to put it? Am I just going to have it kind of floating around? Just going to have it floating in there? This is bogus, man. I don't know what to do with the ESC. And I want the bottom of this wood to be touching the plane so I can actually put a big fat glob of glue in there to hold it in. So it's not like I can't just put the... what the fuck? Why did I just have a brain fart? What's it called? ESC, yeah. Electronic speed controller. I can't just put it underneath there, like cut a hole or nothing. Probably wouldn't want to mount it here because I have like limited space. Literally don't know where to mount this thing. My only guess is like maybe like, okay, so I'll have to just put the battery to the side a little bit and mount the ESC on this wall. Like Velcro it there. Have the wires for the receiver go directly out there. And then the power wire onto the engine. And yeah, pretty much. Sounds like a plan. And obviously the power wire for the battery would just be right there. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about, bro. To be honest with you. I'm so honest with you. Don't know. All I know is that this is a tight ass space. Like a tight ass space. And I want it to be 4S. I mean, it could be 3S, I guess. This is kind of a heavy plane. It's old. I mean, look at the way it's built. It's a full wraparound body. It's I don't know, brother. I don't know. Check out balance. Ooh, wait, that balance is actually very nice. I mean, this is not a professional balancing, but still. That battery weight is actually very good on that balancing. I like that. That's one finger. Look at that. This plane is balanced. Oh, wait, my tail's still touching. Never mind. Maybe it's still a little bit tail heavy. Maybe my finger is just not professionally sitting in the right spot. Hold up, we got her. We can get it. Oh, no. Still a little tail heavy. Aha, she's balanced. No. Yeah. I'll never say it. Damn, I cannot get my finger to sit there. But anyways, we'll balance the plane. Don't worry about that. But yeah, we're gonna. This plane's got hella work to do, and I'm not even gonna be on. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. I don't even have an ESC right now to put in this thing. I don't even think this is the motor going in it, to be honest with you. I'm being so freaking honest with you guys right now. The most amount of honesty I've ever given anybody in my entire life is the fact that I do not have an ESC or motor set up for this plane yet. I'm just using this motor as a, like, I guess, jig to, like, make sure it lines up. But, like, at this point, I got it so fit up to this motor, I might as well use this motor for this plane, right? The motor I was going to use for this plane is the same motor, just a different brand, so it might be a little different in size and shape. I know the mounts are slightly different in hole size, but these are the bolts I'm using to bolt into it, and I know they're freaking small as shit, but they're actually the only size that will fit through that hole, so I guess that's the size threads that they wanted. I don't know, but it should hold. But yeah, but we will have this plane flying hopefully by next summer. I think I'm gonna stop right here. We're going to not do anything else to this airplane at the moment and just go to bed because I am sleepy. Wow, this is like the most non-cool video ever. If you watched all the way to this, comment down below banana pancakes with chicken nuggets. That way I know that you are a real one, and I will subscribe to your channel for real. I will. I promise you that. If you comment down below banana pancakes with chicken nuggets or whatever I said, I'll subscribe to you. No doubt about it. But all in all, this plane's going to look very sick when it's done. We're going to make it silver. Actually, I have an exact model reference to what I'm going to have it painted like. Here we go. This rocket right here has the same exact spray paint on it. It has a clear coat on it right now. But this rocket is the color that this plane is going to be. So like this metallic shiny silver. It's a little faded right now, but it's in real life it looks really shiny and nice. And then you even see it on the wood there. It looks pretty cool. I just love this paint, and it's going to look great on this. I don't know what color scheme I'm going to go for. You know, I see some do the silver and yellow, silver and black, silver and red. I have no idea what I'm going to do. But I was thinking the silver and yellow because I really like that colorway. So I don't know, but for now I am sleepy, so I'm gonna go sleep.